Good morning. My name is Tiffany Cuellar, and today we're going to talk about return on investment as it pertains to instructional design. What is a return on investment when it comes to instructional design? According to Reiser and Dempsey, return on investment is the ultimate measure of accountability. Within the context of measuring learning through technology, it answers the question, for every dollar we invest in technology-based learning, how many dollars were returned after the investment is recovered? Are we investing an appropriate amount of money to get back what we expect to get back when we are designing a program? Making instructional improvements for the greatest return on investment. According to Rossman et al., instructional leaders are under strong pressure to improve instructional quality and student outcomes while maintaining or reducing costs under increasingly limited budgets and with an uncertain future. The high initial costs of these reforms or new initiatives and the conventional view of the relationship between instructional expenditures and net revenue are often discouraging and can obscure the potential fiscal benefits of many reforms. So we want to make sure when we're going to invest money in making improvements or creating new programs, that that money or the cost of that is going to be recuperated. Schools are always strapped for cash and trying to make sure that what they are putting into things, the students are going to get the most benefit back from. So why is return on investment important? It's vitally important to ensure that what we put into creating a program is going to add value. This is why it's so important to understand and properly be able to evaluate how returns are being garnered from the investments that are being made when a program is going to be created. Is this program adding value when what we want our learners to take away from the course? That is the question that's vitally important to the overall instructional design process. We want to make sure what we put in, we're getting back plus. So how well is this program going to perform? And how are we going to make a determination when we evaluate whether or not the program is a success or not? Unlike maybe other returns on investment, you invest $5, you get back $10. Well, we know that that was a good investment because we got more back than what we put in. But when we're evaluating the success of an instructional design process or program, it can be a little harder to exactly understand how that is because we don't have an exact monetary value to always put on these things. So by using a 5-step process of return on investment, instructional designers can use this to evaluate the value that's going to be added by a new program creation. So what do the 5 steps of ROI look like? They're broken down into 5 levels. The first level being reaction and planned action. And this means reactions to the programs and the participants that are involved in it. Level 2 evaluates learning and the level of confidence in the participants that are going to be evaluated. Level 3 talks about the application and the implementation of these new programs. So professionals apply new knowledge and skills at this point. Level 4 is the impact that the program is going to have. So what influence on key measures are intended to improve the learning experience. And level 5 evaluates monetary benefits. And these are the benefits that need to be converted into a monetary benefit. Because again, we don't have an exact $5 to $10 evaluation that we can make. So when we're examining the importance of return on investment in education, educational institutions are required to closely examine how they are investing in curriculum development to ensure resources are being properly utilized. So Arizona State describes return on investment as follows. They take the return minus the investment, divide it by the overall investment, and they give us that as the overall return on investment in instructional design. So when we're providing students with quality curriculum, this really is the most important thing that you need to do. The students need to walk away with a feeling that they left that classroom with more than they entered it with. So the instructional provided to students has a direct impact on learning. The higher the quality of the curriculum, the greater potential for an increased return on investment. So sometimes you're going to have to invest a little more to get a little more back, and hopefully those resources are available when you're creating those designs so that you don't have to make cuts and you don't have to take any shortcuts, and students can get the absolute most they possibly can out of a course once it has been designed. Quality training matters, and perhaps this goes without saying, but it is so vitally important that we are providing quality training to our students. As Payal Dixit says, it is a huge responsibility when you're asked to develop knowledge for others, to get inside their heads and present a new perspective. Yet people don't bother to think about the time, effort, and resources at play to make it happen. It takes a lot to understand how to best make learning occur. And when we're designing new programs and we're implementing new steps and trying new things, you've really got to think about how the students are going to receive that information. So in conclusion, we want to know that the materials and the systems created for students result in value added. Examining a return on investment as it pertains to instructional design can ensure that what is produced adds to the educational experience and increases a student's knowledge base. You're welcome to email me with any questions at tcuellar, Cuellar, @liberty.edu. Thank you.